Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Newcastle International Airport. Hope you're all doing good. Wait for a quick confirmation on sound before we delve in too deep, but just to plough ahead a little bit. Welcome to our pop-up live stream, entirely predicated on this afternoon's arrival of the Kuwaiti. There is a difference, I know. Air Force's C17-A Globemaster 3. I'm just trying to multitask a little bit and see what its current ETA looks like. It was slipping time throughout the morning, but I have some prior experience of spotting that plane before, and it has a spooky habit of managing to gain time after losing a whole chunk of it. So we'll see. It was due in at 34 minutes past 2, now shaping towards 12 minutes past 3. So we'll catch it anyway. We've come light because it's a pop-up, but we've got enough in our tank by hook or crook to give us that. Let's get me on screen. Good afternoon, everybody. So plane you were looking at, well, as you'd expect, it's the Emirates triple, the standard Big Bird departure from Newcastle, due out at 2:05. Let's having a quick look, see what time it came in. I've absolutely had no time for anything today. Separate story on that one. So let's just see. Lucky 7, thank you for confirming sound is good, much appreciated. Oh Drew, can you delay the start? No! But I love your moxie, I really do. And I think with the weather going in the direction that it's going to be going in, certainly in the UK over the next few days, if your lawn was due a bit of a trim, you definitely don't want to be stretching it into Thursday and Friday, probably not even Wednesday. Right, so I am going to get to the top of the chart as best I can. The other thing, oh hang on. Oh, it's okay. I thought for a minute I'd hit the wrong button there. Audrey McDonald, if you are watching, because Audrey's got trouble with her chat on her phone. I thought I'd strayed into your territory here, where suddenly I'd activated something that I didn't intend to do. Too busy laughing about old Drew's suggestion that we delay for the grass cutting. So 07 runway in operation. I had hoped rather that we might get away with runway 25 before the change, because that will give us a longer approach, but of course life isn't like that, is it? So let's do some highs to the chat before we get back into nuts and bolts. No W, first in the chat as I can see, first like for this great pop-up, first of many. Well, if we keep getting exceptional things to come and have a look at, we'll definitely do more pop-ups. Not the full standard length stream, because we do what we do anyway, but where there's those nice little pop-ups and I can show you something that I think you really want to see, it's better to do it this way than just film the feature footage, because, well, more interactive in the chat. Anyway, so Nels in first, Deborah Speller, thank you Deborah, and Yorkshire Biker. Yeah, get those likes in nice and early, folks, if you can. Just helps us so much with YouTube, as you might expect. So yeah, grateful if you can show we've got a pulse. So where were we? Deborah Speller, Yorkshire Biker, that's high. DB Bassman, the first to discover my rather hastily devised, but I think it looks okay on my screen. Perhaps the 17A could have been a bit more standout. The emoji I've put together for today's show, basically that is the Kuwaiti national flag sat behind C17, but my granddaughter has been a real handful this morning, so I've only been able to snatch minutes at anything. Next departure for us is gonna be this jet too to Dalaman. So we're at least blessed with some early action, good and early in the show. David Payne, hello to you. RC17 over northern Italy at the minute. Excellent. It's my granddaughter's 2nd birthday today, so the one thing I can't do is extend much. I can cover it as it is at the minute. If it decided to stop anywhere en route, then I'm knackered. But I don't think it'll come to that. So, helicopter, Federales are on the move. Hope everybody is doing well. I know the week is still in its infancy. Unless of course you work shifts and all that malarkey. You might be finished for all I know. So it's quite warm actually. When I did the Met Office check, it said around 12 degrees. Oh, another Jet 2. Feels warmer. I think it said 14 on the car thermometer on the way here, but there you go. Good afternoon, Mikey. Nick Gray, hello to you. I thought I owed you a later start, mate. You and everybody else in America, Canada, that way on. Although I'm sure as we move it all to consider that time zone, we're making it more difficult for our friends in the eastern time zones of the world. It's tricky, isn't it, this live stream caper? Anyway, I'm glad it's a good one. Alibi 58, how you doing, buddy? Hope all is good. And that looks like Birdie. Hi Birdie, I don't think we've said hi before. I'm Mark anyway, so in case there's anyone else that's not in the chat, just looking in on the show. Yeah, it's good to say hi. And old Drew's request on the grass. Sorry, I just can't accommodate it. Even if I could slow the planes down, I'd get such a pummeling at home. It's untrue. Besides which, I don't want to miss the birthday cake. HTC, hello to you. Hope all is good. Melody R, hello to you in Canada. And Lucky 7, we've said hi. Thanks for confirming on the sound. Crystal White, hello Crystal. How goes it? And yes, Crystal is in Australia. I do remember that one. So good evening to you. And good afternoon to, crikey, my Jet 2's getting away from me. Got a little bit more hedging shot today than I would go for, which is just unfortunate. Myself and one of the other local streamers have overlapped each other, and you've got to fit where you fit kind of thing. And I think as well with Runway 07, I wanted more of the swooping over the hedge shot as best as I could get for you. Brian Pounder, hello Brian, and good afternoon to Paul Redden. Hope you're keeping well. Hammy's in the house. Hammy, how goes it? As is Scottish Linda. And zooming on down, good afternoon Trevor. Hope all is good, mate. And same to Jonathan McD. How goes it? Don't think I've missed anybody so far. Stephen Boyd, hello to you. Hope you're keeping well, my friend. Ooh, that C17 is now central France. I just can't wait for this. I had a tip-off from a good friend of ours that this was likely to happen today. So first thing this morning, straight up to flight radar, and Bob's your uncle. It's there. And my head's been on that all day. Jamie at 136, hello to you. Tony McCall updating further on the C17, now over Paris, not due until 15:11. Yeah, I mean if it comes in then, I think we'll be dead happy with that. It keeps my domestic life in kilter, and don't want to upset my granddaughter or everybody else that watches my granddaughter's corner, so to speak. Oh dear. Hello to Tony McCall. Oh, I've said hello to Tony McCall. Screen jumped on me. You get a double hello, Tony. Not preferential treatment though. Scottish Linda, you are so sweet to us. Thank you so much for gifting a membership to Plain Sailing Aviation. And that has gone to someone we know, which is also incredibly sweet and brilliant, not least because they're in the chat. Melody R. Excellent. Let's do some fireworks for Scottish Linda. So today's show is, by nature of the pop-up, going to be a fairly short and sweet event. If everything runs to script, I think there's a arrival or departure, can't remember which off the top of my head. That's how casual I've been about the rest of it. About 2:20, I think that might be a chewy 737, so we'll probably wrap up with that if it's on time. If it's not looking like it's going to be on time, we'll finish with the C17, whichever the sooner. I think that's what I mean. Chris, I've not spoken to you for ages. Chris Layok in Austin, Texas. Not sure if I've got you right there. I think I had you right, but it's me, isn't it? Anyway, Chris, it's fantastic to be in your company. That's an interesting factoid, Mikey. The 320 family cabins, Airbus 320 family cabins, 7 inches wider than the Boeing 737. Oops, A321. Oops. I got distracted right at the moment there. Find out about that one in a minute. This baby ought to be sparked up pretty soon, so we'll loiter for that. Let's have a quick check I'm not dropping frames or anything. Eileen Baldwin, hello to you, Eileen. Hope all is good. Tina York, good afternoon, Tina. And Jet Set Juliet. Don't think we've met before. I'm Mark, pleased to meet you. And afternoon, Abby Garvey. Crikey, fantastic support for a pop-up. Hammy celebrates 9 months as a member with Plain Sailing Aviation. Let's cue some fireworks while the moment allows us. Thank you so much, Hammy, for your continued support. And I'm back. Oh yes, I know the telescope that Hammy's referring to. I've still got a way to go to catch up with the chat, haven't I? Mayhem Marshy. Hello to you, Mayhem Marshy. Cool handle. So Mikey, I think I knew where you were driving with that point anyway. I just got caught out by that Jet 2 arrival. Couldn't quite get my articulation in the right place, but thanks for clarifying. And Terry the artist, how goes it tell? Lucky 7 updating us. We've got a Jet 2 737 5 minutes out. I'm locked and loaded. Utterly convinced as I am that this 777 that you've got in front of you is going to start moving. It's transponding. The Dalaman Jet 2 flight is now just feathering the engines along, just to track itself into its hold short position. All the while my left eye is on the triple. So that inbound 37 is just turning in for finals. The inbound plane from Faro departed 2 hours 35 minutes ago and currently loitering at around 3,700 feet. Cloud conditions today, a bit of broken cloud overhead. I did pass through a bit of rain on the way here, so that 10% probability of rain that the weather bods have forecast for us, I wouldn't discount it. It wasn't a heavy shower, but or prolonged one, but there were fat spots on the windscreen. Well, Mikey, I'm hoping, and don't take this the wrong way for folks who've got things planned for tomorrow, but I'm hoping that Wednesday takes the sting out of Thursday. Obviously we're there for the Jet 2 inaugural route, and I did say I was going whatever the weather. Can't back out now, can I? Now I've marched myself to the top of the hill. Yep, Davey, runway 07. Safe travels, Eileen Baldwin. Oh, it's a train that took me off my axis. Oh dear, you can't get competent cameramen at this time of the afternoon. So as always folks, that gentle plea on likes, just to get the likesometer ticking on. Unfortunately, the hedges are long in two places. You're looking at one of them. It soon passes through. Getting like a bit of turbulent weather. And what do you know? That Emirates triple is pushing back right now. The shot I always want, and usually it's moved a fair bit by the time I get onto it. Sailor V. You can probably hear the wind picking up a little bit off the shotgun mic from that takeoff. All goes well for the 777 departure. A little bit hazy down the bottom. It has got quite warm. Right, head on shot for your triple. If that's how you like your triples, you're in luck. I'll take my head off the shot. Eventually. Ooh, just looking in the chat, looks like some cracking movements at Prestwick this morning. Thing is, going back to the weather prognosis, it's crikey. Sorry folks, that was a bit rushed. But of course, after the Edinburgh show, I'm heading off to Aberdeen, which, if anything, last I looked, was perhaps a little bit worse. Back to our triple. Let's find the triple. So this is kind of bonkers, folks, really, isn't it? Pop up. We're into the final hour of the show. Usually we've been going a lot longer, haven't we? Oh, Abby's had tough luck with the weather on flying last weekend. There's a lot of metro trains running this afternoon. I don't normally stand on this spot, so the acoustics feel a bit different with headphones on. Anyway, back to the chat. Good afternoon to Sylvia Barker. Testing of the flaps. I think we're ready. So having a quick look, see what else is happening. I see we've got a Loganair transponding for an Exeter departure. Not sure what time that was due out, mind you. Pick that one up in a minute. Far side of the airfield, we've got a Chewy departure to Skinthos, transponding cheerfully away. So I think we've got some good momentum for the early part of the show, which is handy. And now it started moving when I put myself up on screen. I'll remove myself. Hilarious. So yeah, C17, what a bonus. Kind of like a double bonus, really, isn't it? Because we also get this one as well. I know it's a bit more familiar to us, but lovely nevertheless. Oh, Tony Cage, that is really gracious of you. Really gracious. Should have put myself back on camera so you could see my head expanding. But no, with more of a smile. Gentle smile, but thanks, pal. So a bit of emoji action. Let's have a look. HGC and Deborah Speller getting the 777 deployed. Good stuff, team. I think the thing is as well, Tony Cage, that it's the team. I used the word team a minute ago. The moderators team I have with me at this channel, I'm incredibly proud of, and I know that everything we do is a result of that teamwork. You know, that's not the spiel, that's entirely true. Getting closer. How close do you want it? Oh, lots of emojis now. Yorkshire Biker, Alibi 58, Scottish Linda, Melody Art and Hammy. All reaching for the 777 button. kind of little enlarged show really. I won't move the camera yet. We've got a Chewy triple behind it. No, not triple, sorry, Chewy triple. There is no such thing. A Chewy 737. Limits to marks. Multitasking. Blooper. That hedgeline doesn't do much to obstruct this baby, does it? It's big and it means it. So where do we get to with 777 emojis? Jet Set Julia, Tony Cage and Stephen Boyd, all in there with emojis, and Jamie at 136 also splashing in with some 777. And the smell of Jet A1 is now rending the air. Paradise. Not sure it's that great for you health-wise, but exquisite nevertheless. Oh right, we've got a procession of departures because Loganair are also wending their way out for their Exeter trip. Good afternoon, Dopey Gorp. Dopey Gorp has got a sixth sense for 777 action. Hope you're having a good day, mate. Bye-zy bye. Right, next up on the conveyor belt of talent is Chewy departure to Zakynthos. Aircraft itself is a 800, and I'd like to tell you how old it is, but I can't see it without looking for it, so we'll hold on that. While that's going through the bushes, I'll just quickly show you the Loganair ERJ145 that is also lining, or getting ready to line itself up. Good afternoon, Mohawk, Scotland. And Mad Matt. How you doing, Mad Matt? Who's got the plane of the day emoji deployed for that 777. Unless it was the Loganair you were pitching in for there. I'm pretty sure not. Lovely as it is. So, still stuck in the bushes. So, we'll look at this one. Going to see a bit of extra Loganair action, hopefully Thursday afternoon and Friday morning when we're at Aberdeen. And a bit of Dash 8, a dollop of Dash 8. Especially for an LW. We just need the rain not to be biblical. It's a good thing we haven't got Orson the horse in this field anymore. Someone's left the gate open. How difficult is it to close a gate? We're off. It's a bit hazy. Right. Still holding well short at the minute. That means somebody else is on finals. As I say, I was expecting reasonable continuity on traffic. Not rammed, just enough to keep us ticking over. And it looks like we've picked up a bonus jet, a bonus Bizjet, or at least it's been added since I last looked. Operated by Atmospherica Aviation. Do I love that title? Inbound from Malaga, we have an Embraer Phenom 300. Liking that. Oscar Kilo Papa Hotel Echo, age NA on my flight radar, and I'm on the silver one, so I'm guessing they're just not making it available. Currently at 1400 feet. I am looking forward to seeing that one, although it's going to squirt past us, isn't it? I better watch this carefully. Hammy's updating us on our C17-A. It's now over the channel. It's pretty much into UK airspace, which puts it nicely positioned, I think, for something around 3:15 without checking it out. Yorkshire Biker has got short final emoji deployed for that Embraer Phenom 300. Check it out, Flight Radar team, if you've not done so already. Looks pretty blooming heck. I said it had come out of nowhere. On Flight Radar for me, it's about a quarter of a mile further out than it is. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the rubber down there, are we? Which is a shame. But hopefully they'll make it go all the way around the loop so this Loganair can go. That will be the fondest of fond hopes. So Yorkshire Biker and Hammy getting the Bizjet emoji pumping. Scottish Linda has Scotland's finest, the Loganair emoji, also deployed, as has Melody R. You're right, HTC, that Phenom is very tasty, very, very tasty. It's taken the slit road, it's not backtracking, so we might, if we're lucky, get a closer look at it. We're not going to get a closer look at this, I think, with this particular position, hedgeline, and the fact that ERJ145 is a fairly low slung plane. We'll get what we can. Break a bit off. We've got a bit more Loganair, Scotland's finest emoji action, Yorkshire Biker, HTC, Tony Cage, Jet Set Juliet, one and all, getting the button going, and here we go. So where's our phenomenon? Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Maybe a bit hazy fantasia, I think, at that distance. We'll pick it up when it's a bit cleaner. In fact, let's get to the front of this jet to see what's happening. Yeah, I think you're right. Lucky 7 on the flight radar. It was going fine. In fact, it's now going really fast across the screen as I'm speaking now. So how long's that Phenom been on the deck? A couple of minutes, 3 minutes, and now it's squirting. It was literally frozen, I think. Yeah, Tony McCall, I think you're watching what I had and then it just stopped. And because obviously I'm moving my eye line, let's go back to camera. Because I'm moving my eye line between the tablet, the camera and peripheral vision. There's me thinking something was coming over my shoulder. I just thought I got more time than I had. And because they don't kick out much noise either, do they? Don't know what it sounded like. Oh, you get a closer look. I did say we'd get a closer look. Still a fair bit of haze there. That's pretty stylish, I reckon. I bet it looks good inside. To be fair, I've got about as much chance of being invited round to King Charles's house as getting to sit inside one of these babies. But I hope spring's eternal. On all counts. As you can see, the windsock is doing its thing, but it's gentle. It's won't take the skin off a rice pudding. Just taking a single picture there, but I think it's going to be too hazy to do anything with, even with the magic that Terry the artist frequently deploys on my behalf. I don't think there's an app for haze, is there? We'll just wait for it to come out of the bushes. So we shouldn't have any trouble with bushes on Thursday for our Edinburgh stream, or for that matter Aberdeen Thursday afternoon. Just the prospect of rain. But you know, let's say one crazy problem at a time. I've been caught out by the weather enough times. I'm kind of thinking that no, we're not going to get that jet for the remainder of the run into the Bizjet park. We'll just watch these tankers coming in to do their thing. Right, Tony McCall, I love your moxie. I'm now getting sceptical about what I can see on mine as well, but Kefalonia is the inbound Jet 2 flight. Was due in at 2:10, so it's a little bit late. Not, if you're a bit tight on your parking, it might not be great fun. 737-800, registered Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Romeo. Right, I've got no age for that, so that must mean that I am not logged into Flight Radar at the minute. Oh, I know what's happened. I had a software upgrade, which I've been putting off on the tablet, as regulars of the show will know. It self-deployed while I was setting the rest of the kit up. So I wonder if it means I've got to re-log into everything. Anyway, one thing at a time. Let's see if I can get in it. Ah, there's a button. Log in. Help if I could actually remember my password for this. Tell you what, let's leave it where it lies. I'm going to miss the next plane, aren't I? Les Donaldson is in the house, and Dopey Gorp has returned with his spanner. Excellent stuff. Good afternoon. Yeah, Tony, I think we've got a moonwalking Jet 2. I really am a little bit sketchy as to what to expect now. Let's open a new tab up. Let's treat myself. I think Lucky 7's right. Bit of refresh won't be a bad thing, really. Flight radar, yes please. That one. So we've got a couple, I think, inbound, which is not unhelpful. We've got a Chewy from Skiathos tucked in behind the Jet 2 from Kefalonia. Let's get me off the screen. Standing by. Just leave that for a minute. Pick it up in a tick. Good afternoon, Peter. How are you doing? So let's have a look. Doping up has got me squared up with the inbound Jet 2 being on short finals. I'm ready for it. Well, I was ready. It's in, isn't it? I'm behind. Don't ask. Les Donaldson, member for 12 months, 1 year already. Time flies when you're having fun. Been fantastic having you with us, Les. Plenty of mileage in this journey yet, so let's do the fireworks. Right. Good afternoon to Bruce Jarvis. Welcome to the pop-up, Bruce. Right. Chewy should be spottable through the hedge if I get on my haunches. No, that's not working out well. Cool, some burning rubber now. Mad Matt updates us on the C17 overhead in Chelmsford. Excellent. Be nice if it came all the way up the coast and they switched to 25s. One wish at a time, of course. Here we go. Wait for it to show itself. So, well, too much ado. We now have an inbound Ryanair heading our way from Milan. Oh, hang on. Helicopter first. So if you like your choppers, you're lucky. We've got one. See what kind of arc it's going to take. It looks like the police on their way back. So folks, I couldn't get clean enough on that. It literally overflew me, as you could tell. Got the tripod, well, the camera pivoted right back there, only just grabbed it. So Ryanair is the next jet you're going to see. Ooh. Good afternoon, Robert D. Peter, this is Newcastle International Airport. Don't know if anyone shared that with you in the chat, but that's where you are, my friend. Mikey, I'm due, aren't I? I am due. Crimes against aviation taste, if nothing else. So Ryanair will be on your screen momentarily. Just starting to drizzle, I think. Unless someone threw their coffee out that helicopter and it's just catching up with me. That was me thinking it was going to come the other side of the jet too. Would have been awfully sweet. So let's have a quick look, see what our prognosis is. Robert D says our C17 is 27 minutes away. 27 minutes away. That is spot on. Spot on. Stephen Boyd, we're grateful to have you in our family. We're a friendly group here, and I think you're fitting in a treat. Dopey Gorp, is 50 the likes count, or I can't see likes on this. I mean, it's a pop-up, we're not, it is what it is, but if folks are watching and they've yet to give us a like, but they're enjoying some easy pace plane spotting, it does go a long way with YouTube. So this will come our side. I'm showing you the available gates, I think gate 4 possibly. So not going to see as much of it as I was hoping, but more than we get if it had gone the other side. So we'll just watch this baby turn itself in. Good afternoon, aviation spotter and Alex Pick. How are you both doing? I'm just going to abandon you for a minute. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I just want to have a look at something and then I'll be back. Don't go away. And I'm back. I'm just curious about the possibility of just moving us back a little bit more to where we usually stand, but I think the way things are leafing up here, I think you're as bad burned as scolded. I think we get a better approach shot swooping over from this perspective than being more underneath it at that position. Political bias. Good afternoon, PB. Hope all is good. And our Kuwaiti C17-A is now at Nottingham, says Hammy. It's bearing down fast, isn't it? So if you've recently joined the stream and you're wondering what all the fuss about, it's this baby. Kuwaiti Air Force C17-A Globemaster. I'll not read out all the spiel on the page. You can do that yourself if you enjoy your technical details. We have seen this exact plane before here at Newcastle. We filmed it for a feature clip back in November 2023. I think it visits twice a year or something in that region. So that's what all the fuss is about. It's one of two that are operated by the Kuwaiti Air Force. Good afternoon, Ian Nicholson. You're at work, so you're in and out. Well, listen, mate, if we help you get through the afternoon a little bit happier, time goes quicker and all that, it's been a successful mission. We are already into the last 25 minutes of the show. Well, technically I suppose half an hour, just depends, but yeah, we're there already. No sooner we're popping up, we'll be popped down. It's like a form of whack-a-mole mark. Good afternoon, DMC 22, all the way to our west in Texas. How you doing? Tony Rivers. No, Mark's not gone for a pee. He took care of all tactical considerations before he went live. Outrageous. Oh god, Hammy's doubled down as well on that. Comfort break, my eye. Fearing me. Reputational damage that you kind of inflict on me. For the record, no comfort break. It was just trying to see if I could get a better compromise on position. So as it flies over us, this is the spot, and depending on where the wheels hit the deck, I don't know, it's a trade all the while. Kenji is in the house. Good afternoon, Kenji. I hope you're keeping well. Thank you, Hammy. 5 more to the 100. So if you've yet to exercise your mandate, goes a long way for us with YouTube. And of course, if you are new to the channel and you're yet to subscribe, just give it a go. Both likes and subs are free. And as always, hit that notification bell. We've got quite a bit on over the next weeks, particularly this week actually, with Edinburgh on Thursday for the inaugural JetBlue service. Bit of a deluge possibly, but we are getting a JetBlue. And Aberdeen that afternoon should be a great mix of jets, turboprops and helicopters. And then we're going to do a early 8 till 10 top whack kind of thing, or it might be 7:30 till 9:30. Just see how it rolls. More helicopters than jets, I think, but we'll just see how it plays out, and then I'll take myself back down to Northumberland. Usual show on Sunday from Edinburgh. That's the plan. Although if the weather was rubbish for Sunday, we'd probably look to do something different with that, just because it's one thing doing Edinburgh in the wet for JetBlue's debut, but if it's a regular Sunday, it's probably not worth the extra risk on kit. 100 likes is up. Thank you HGC for alerting me to that, and for everybody who smashed that like. Fantastic. Hammy, sorry mate, working all of Thursday or just one bit or the other bit? We'll see what we can do for you Friday morning at Aberdeen. Up until about 20 minutes ago, I was thinking very much, yes I do think occasionally, about taking the fleece off, but I'm glad I've not now. So the only plane I can see transponding on the deck here is probably this one. Let's have a look. What's this one? Golf Juliet Zulu Bravo Sierra, which is, let's see if it's that one. Nope. Must be another one. That's Bravo Victor, isn't it? So Abby, it will be lovely to say hi. I mean, we have exchanged your torch signals over the runway last year. I think I know, because I put a photo up, didn't I, on the Facebook group in the week from that particular stream. There was a passage of play where it slung it down, and it slung it down that badly that I thought, if this keeps going for the next 2 or 3 hours, I'm going to have to stay stood here for the next 2 or 3 hours under my brolly. Don't move to the right, to the left. There's no way you'd manage to take the kit down. No way at all. Lucky 7 updating us on the Globemaster as it sallies its way north, passing Leeds. Thank you Lucky 7, and Robert D as well with that message. Sorry Hammy. We'll try and make it up to you on Sunday. Quite looking forward to, well, I always look forward to getting down to the airport, but I do love a Sunday show. Right, I can't quite see for glare, so I'm going to squat down and try and read the tablet. Zuzi 189, new to the stream, looking forward to the Kuwaiti Air Force C17. Hi Zuzi 189, I'm Mark, and yeah, it's getting closer. I must admit, the minute a good friend of ours tipped us off that this was happening, I've thought about relatively little else. Relatively. Now there was a random fact I was going to dig out for you, because I didn't realise these C17-As were no longer in manufacture. So, having started in 1991, according to Wikipedia, they were manufactured to 2015 with a total of 279 actually built. Designed originally as a replacement for the US Air Force's C-141 Starlifter, and also planned to take some of the workload off the C5 Galaxies, so they could concentrate more on the outside cargo, outsize cargo needs. Right, and I suppose we've talked about Sunday. The reserve day for Sunday, if for some reason the weather deals us an unfair hand, is we'll do a bank holiday Monday stream. But the absolute preference is Sunday. So Alex Pick says that's C17 at 21,000 feet. Excellent. I better get it up on flight radar, aren't I, so I can get it all teed up at this end, notwithstanding the fact that flight radar is being a bit of a tease today, as it has been for a while now. I'm just going to move the camera for you a little bit, just so you know your screen hasn't frozen. Super Sunday, says Mikey. Mark's Aviation and Cup Finals. Yeah, I suppose I do need to think about that one, don't I? Looks like the fire brigade have got a drill on over yonder. They did one earlier when I was setting up and the wind's changed because that smoke was coming this way. Because I picked up the smell of it on the breeze. But as you can see, that has moved a little bit. Although it's still mainly a northeasterly or northeasterly. Melody R is back, all in good time, Melody R, and good afternoon to Cyril Denham. Yeah, Lucky 7. I think it has moved a bit, but not much. Let's see what Meta says. Yes, but it's more line astern on the runway now, so it's not going to change it away from 07 operations. Currently the cloud ceiling's 1,300 feet, and there is no crosswind component, headwind of 9 knots. Playoff Sunday as well. Well, I think the way we roll is we stream from around 10 to 8 on the Sunday morning through till around 1:30. So I'm guessing that should be the sweet spot for Sunday action. Robert D says we've got a KLM Embraer 9 minutes out. Roger that, Robert D. Oh my lord, Hammy, that is a Super Sunday, isn't it? Monaco GP as well. That's not your way of telling me to finish a bit earlier, is it? Or finish promptly? I do love the Monaco GP. It's on my bucket list of things to do before I stop travelling. I think I mentioned this on streams before. Probably stay in Nice and travel in is the embryonic plan. But then I got this other notion in my head that maybe I don't do that at all and just do Singapore instead, because then there's other advantages to that. But yeah, that does make it a super Sunday. Stephen Boyd has got KLM emoji deployed. And remember folks, if you remember, you have this in your power. Our new, it looks better at that size, doesn't it? It's a shame you can't deploy it on that scale. So I had to put this together at pace this morning, so it, when it's shrunken, it's not quite a standout, but it is the Kuwaiti national flag, and I couldn't get Globemaster on there. So there you go. Chance to give it a good spamming when the plane comes in. Rab H is in the house. Where's Rab? Sorry, I missed your earlier post, Rab. Slaman? Oh yes. Hammy, oh right, there's a load of you testing it. Yorkshire Biker, Melody R, Hammy, Robert D, Jet Set Juliet, HGC, Stephen Boyd, Rab H, Deborah Speller. Yep, it works. It works. I might give it a little tweak for its next outing, We won't always see it on a Kuwaiti Air Force plane, of course, but we will hopefully see it with somebody else. Right, why am I hearing that sound? It could be because I've gone below 50% on my encoder. Travelled very light today. I've gone proper cavalier, travelled light. I've got 42% on the encoder. I better watch that. So we only need 15 minutes, so we should be okay. 14 minutes out is our C17, 8,000 feet. 10 minutes, quotes, lucky 7. Thank you, Rab H, for tactfully not making me feel more inept than usual for my attempt to pronounce where you are. Oh dearie me. I don't know, Rab H, for being so mean to me. You probably ought to get another 10 miles under your belt in that time. But then you probably come back and say you're somewhere else that I can't pronounce either. Ooh, shocking. Flight radar for me, Cyril Denham, has been absolutely fine. I quite like it, but since they've upgraded the way it presents, the upgrades look good, but the functionality for me doesn't seem to work as well. And I don't know if that's because my tablet device doesn't process it as well, or whether it's just the fact that, I don't know, they've stretched themselves a little bit. Right, I'm going to get the inbound plane up. Well, we've got KLM first, haven't we? So I suppose we better. KLM is on finals. A nice compact Embraer 175 standard. Just going to take myself off camera. You can't have too much of a good thing. No comment there. So what's inbound? Papa Hotel Echo X-Ray Wilco. Currently at 1,400 feet. Melody are tormenting me with Sasquatchian. I know I didn't get that right. I did have that in my notebook at one time, broken down phonetically, because I remember you very kindly did that for me. Rab says Lonrig End will be next. You're going to say it's not that as well, aren't you? Oh dear. 5 minutes for the C17, says Zuzi 189. Right, KLM is the next plane you are going to see. I'm just about to task the camera in that direction. They don't make as much noise, do they, the Embraer 175? But Kuwaiti Air Force, a little bit further out, but not much. Oh, I can see the lights, I think. That up in a minute. I just want to have a quick look at something before our star plane turns in proper. So our C17, 9.7 years old, delivered to the Kuwaiti Air Force in September 2014. As I was saying earlier, one of 2 examples owned by the Kuwaiti Air Force. Bruce Jarvis, I think I went there, unless you've added some extra bits in for japery. Landfair PG, as I think we called it back in the day. I'm sure we had a school trip there, Festiniog and some other bits and places that I've long forgotten. Right, let's get back to flight radar to make sure I am going to be in the right place for this inbound plane. So here we get to the crescendo, and with exquisite timing, Alexandra Wood is with us. Good afternoon, Alexandra. One of our superstar moderators team. 3 minutes out, says Robert D. I better get this stretched out properly. So I task the camera at exactly the right point in time. Looks like a Ryanair pushback. No, it's not Ryanair pushing back. So we get to the finale plane, C17. Departed Kuwait City 7 hours, 24 minutes ago. Currently approaching Headon on the Wall, which if you're not from Northumberland won't mean an awful lot to you. Paul Usher celebrated 2 months of membership with the channel. Let's do some fireworks for Paul. Thank you for your support, Paul. Really appreciated. Where are the fireworks? There's the fireworks. They have to be quick ones, sorry mate. I'll make sure that I've got everything where I want it to be. Oh, I don't trust flight radar now. It looks like it's treading water. I don't think that plane's moved on flight radar since I put the fireworks on. Ooh. Better take one headphone off, I think. Good afternoon to Donna Abbott. Yeah, I think my radar has stopped. I'm going to have to try refreshing it because I'm literally in the dark. Reduced to standing on my tiptoes looking through the hedge. Not a classy look, is it? Henry Arth, I've just seen you here, mate. You are stuck. Metro delays to the airport. Oh man, I'm gutted for you. I'm getting fidgety now. Very fidgety. Plane of the day, says Alibi. I think you're right, mate. It's mine. Here we are. I mean, that's coming in empty. So we'll stay with it till it parks up, for those of you who want to see it close up. That was a hard spot. Colour of the plane against the sky. Yeah, tricky. Anyway, we got it. Plenty of emoji action. I go bottom up. Hammy, plane of the day too. Alexandra Wood, also going plane of the day. Ken G, Yorkshire Biker. Alexandra Wood again. Melody R, HTC, Robert D. A lot of love for that plane. It's a belter. Bit hazy in the shot you've got, but it's going to come up nice and close, so it's worth 2 or 3 more minutes. Yeah, that's exactly my hope, Henry Arth. If it comes to one of the remote stands, which it usually does, doesn't it? We should get a nice clean shot of it. So it is a bit of a slow taxi. Fortunately, the hedges are dogging me here, and it's just started drizzling. I think I felt the very faintest touch of drizzle on my mush. Thank you, Mikey, much appreciated. Great comment. No, it's not Tony, it's as a regular contracted pickup, so I understand. So yeah, it's here. I understand they pick up. They have a cargo to return to Kuwait with. Exactly as Donna Abbott. I mean, it's a well-known thing around here. It's a currency collection. That's it in a nutshell. Zuzi 189. So they tend to visit, to my knowledge, twice a year, if you believe word on the street and all that. Come on, it's in the bushes, isn't it? Come out the bushes. It's coming out the bushes. Do not worry. It's just being bashful. Thank you, Dopey Gorp. To be honest, that was a bit too tight for my liking, that one. I didn't pick it up till the very, very last. It was an absolute match for the cloud behind. I mean, as you can tell looking at it, it's a good looking plane. So folks, if you've not yet dropped a like for us, please do that. It goes a long way. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We are in Edinburgh on Thursday for the inaugural Jet 2 flight, and Aberdeen that afternoon, and Aberdeen Friday morning as well. So you get a good choice of action from us, and then back to Edinburgh, weather permitting, for Sunday, for the Sunday show. So anyway, that's me just giving you a bit of background. Wow. Hope you've charged your batteries up, Henry Arth. I think when this parks up, you'll have plenty to go out. My understanding is it goes out tomorrow. So last minutes of the show pretty much. James Woolard. Good afternoon, James, how are you doing? Ian Nicholson, the only thing I'm fluent in, and I think show regulars know this, is gobbledygook. I do a very nice lining gobbledygook. So, should be good to starboard, which it is. Would have been heartrending if it had gone round the back of the terminal. I better watch the time, Hunter, now, because I've got a birthday party to attend Just got enough time priced in to get back home, jump in the shower, put my best togs on, and round to our Eddies. Granddaughter is 2 today, although she's been in a very fractious mood this morning. Oh crikey, Teddy McCall, JetBlue, not yeah. For the points of doubt, folks, it's not Jet2, it's JetBlue. I don't get to see JetBlue very often. Oh, can't make it up really. You see, that's when your brain is absorbed more ways than you've got brain power for. Yeah, JetBlue. Don't be tuning in for Jet2. I'm not prepared to get drenched for that. But for JetBlue, definitely. Hilarious. Do 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 do. Do do do. Good afternoon, Marcus. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Andy, good afternoon, Andy. I think you could get a lot of beer into that baby. Did I see somewhere the payload for that is something like max payload is something like 77,500 kg, something in that region. Maximum takeoff weight 235,000 kg. Might be a bit sketchy with the numbers, but I don't think I'm a million miles out. Good afternoon, Hard Tulip. Hello to you. Terry the artist likes his plane too. I don't think I'm going to get any decent snaps with my setup here. I think we'll rely on Henry Arth to share some of his booty with us and his bounty. Don't be sharing any booty. Don't be doing any of that bounty on the Facebook group page. I think this is probably going to be a bit suboptimal. I'll take one just for luck. Right, final plane of the show. We'll do this one out and I'll close the show. Check we've got nothing on finals. If not, that's nice and tidy. We just got this Jet2 off to Bodrum. And then I'm going to expedite the fastest post-stream takedown I've ever managed. I'm just going to put myself on camera in the corner so I can wrap it all up slimline style. So, big shout out, thank you. Hold that thought. So a big thank you from me to our moderators team, Alibi 58, Nell W, Dopey Gore, Les Donaldson and Alexandra Wood. And I've seen you all at different points of the afternoon. Thank you. Massive thanks to Scottish Linda for gifting a membership, which fantastically went to someone we knew, Melody R. So Circle of Life, brilliant there. Hammy celebrated 9 months with the channel. Les Donaldson, 12 months with the channel. And Paul Usher, 2. Thank you so much. I mean, it really makes a difference. All ends up membership. It does. It's what makes the channel possible. So there's our closeout shot. Shame I haven't got some kind of pixelaty fade out. I'm just going to quickly go to the chat because I don't like missing anything. Bottom up, Tina York, my pleasure. Deborah Speller, same. Thank you so much for watching. Donna Abbott, fantastic to have you with us. Look forward to seeing you on future streams. Tony Rivers, absolute pleasure to be in your company, and I think we're just about there. So, you know when I'm on next, you know it's JetBlues, not Jet2s. And whatever you're doing in the meantime, take care, stay safe, see you.